Today, it's all about the quail. I'm going to show you how to process the quail from start to finish. So if you have a problem with me dispatching these 3 quail right here, then please do not watch any further. The only thing that you need is a pair of kitchen shears, which I just washed off, still wet, and some ice water. Ice has started to melt, but as long as it's cold, that's all that matters. This helps cool the birds down to make it easier to peel their jacket off. If you hold the birds like this, it keeps them calmer. You need to hold their wings so they don't try to flap around, because if you don't hold their wings and you cut their heads off, blood squirts everywhere, it starts flying everywhere, and it runs around like a chicken with a head cut off. Alright, so here's the first step. Just getting the kitchen shears over. Have a waste bucket down here so that way you can cut the head off into it and then put all the extra remains down here when you're done. As soon as you take the first snip, the bird is dead. It severs the spinal cord and everything. Now that it's jittering, if I was to let go, blood would start going everywhere because that's the nerves. When the feathers puff out, then it's done. They're puffing out. So then you stick it in the ice water. It helps cool it down. Makes it easier to remove the feathers. So here's another one. Really nice, beautiful birds. They are small birds, so there's not a whole lot of meat on them, but they do taste really good. So hold her upside down. All right, get her, stick her neck out a little farther. One of the wings came off. And that's how you get blood everywhere, just like that. Like I was showing you not to do. You only use the kitchen shears for 2 other things. You can only use it for 1 other, but I use it for 2 because it's a lot easier to cut the backbone out. You don't have to do that process, but I do. So, start by peeling the skin off. It peels right off. Super easy. harder spot to pluck it off is down here at the back end of the butt where the feathers like to stick. Okay, right here at this notch, pull all this off. There's not very much meat there, but there's a little nibble. You just hack that off. Same thing with the other side. Hack the legs off right there at the joint. Clean the bird up a little bit. Alright, there are many different ways to finish cleaning this bird, but I find this way to be the easiest. I mean, you can cut it right there, stick your 2 fingers in, pull everything out, but I do the cutting method. Don't really waste any meat because you're going right down the backbone. I mean, it does waste a little bit of meat, but it's not much that's noticeable. So you just go straight down the backbone, keep it pointed up towards the back of the bird so you don't get the insides. Cut down both sides. And then you pull it down, scrape everything out down into the bucket. And there's an egg. I was going to show you this was a female up here anyways, but now it is confirmed by the egg. So then you just give it a real good rinse. Then you can make it however you want. That right there is a lung. See, there's not much meat on a bird this size. Smaller ones have even less meat, but when it's time to process them, it doesn't matter what size they are. So if you've liked what you've seen here today, please click the like button and subscribe. And I will be making another video here shortly of me cooking the quail. Show you one of the recipes that I use. Until next time.